Welcome everybody to Northwest Skillworks, where today I am not working on rivets. I'm doing other shit. All right, today we are working on these little bulbous things, and forever I could not figure out what the hell they were. They're on some sky cranes, they're on others, they're not on others, and I couldn't figure out what it was. So there they are. That little thing and this one over here. And they're on the other side as well. I got these things. This is the other side. And, you saw I got the little things there, and I've got these things. What the hell are they? And then like this one is like sunk in. And I couldn't figure out what the hell it was. Well, I found what they are. You see, even in this old picture, when this was with Evergreen, there they are. It's like, what the hell is it? And that one's like freaking sunk in. What the hell is it? Then I found this picture. This is a newer crane that has gone over in Japan and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, that's what that's for. And I'll show you another one. And I've got this picture. Sure enough, right above the 102. There it is. You can see it sticking out over on the other side. So then I saw this one. I went, yep. Okay, we are confirmed. That is one of the antenna types. And you can see where it is, attached. So this portion of the fuselage is actually going in. And I figured these had to be straight, plumb, and level in order to have this mounted just this way. So that's why this one is sunk in more than this one. This one kind of sticks way out. That's just the platform it is. So this is, I'm not exactly sure what kind of antenna it is, but I know it's an antenna. And so that's what those plates are on 79R. Okay, we can deal with that. So I was like, well, I'm lazy and I can't do 3D printing, but I've got some wood dowels and I've got a lathe. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sand them to shape. Piece of sandpaper, and I do a little bit of sanding. And be careful when you're doing this because that gets hot. I'm kind of making this one smaller than the one on the front. This would be the back one. It really took me a while to get it kind of close. So there we got us a dowel, and then I'll take and I have a this is mostly for metal, but this works to cut it off. I tried cutting it off with my cutoff bit for the lathe, but it kind of it scrapes it. It doesn't cut it. So consequently, I was doing it so thin that it ended up breaking in half. But then I just cut this off, and then I can sand it and shape it to the side of the fuselage. I'm not as thin as the actual one, but if I get it down in here and I look, it's not going to focus. I am pretty straight and level and kind of lined up. As good as I can make it. All right, that's good enough. I'll go in there. And then I cut out some of my vinyl. And I've got these pieces over here. I just hand did it. I did the wood pieces first and then put it in the middle, drew around them, and then drew a shape around the outside of them to make it bigger. And they've got some weird cuts and whatnot on them, on the fuselage. So I was like, all right, I can do that. And just put that on there. Scuffed them. Glued on the wood with some CA. And then this will get rivets all around it and rivets all around that. And then we will call those good. So that whatever those antennas are, I'm not sure exactly, the exact type that they are. But I've got to get that on there, and then I will get some on this side. I get one that goes there, And I got one over here, and I got to take these rivets off. But, yeah. So you put on rivets, and then you take them back off. God damn it. Yeah, there's always times when it feels like I just made 5 steps forward, and now I'm back at square one. Got to put more rivets on it. But you can make this shit without a 3D printer. How's that for you? A toothpick and a dowel and some sandpaper and 50 tries at it. I had a bunch of failures because the wood kept splitting. But it got on there. So, yeah, get out there and have some fun and get out and build something.